Hello, Steph with her director hat on. Welcome to the Director Diaries, and this is day 7. So today I have learned stuffs, which I'm dead excited about. And if you're a bit of a nerd like I am, then you will very much enjoy this video, which is going to be all about textual analysis and why it's important. So this is my third read through of the script, and I went through, if you haven't seen the previous video, I have gone through both Act 1 and Act 2, and I have written down references of things I didn't understand, references that are relevant to the social historical context, and also words that I didn't understand so that I could look up the meanings. So I got 12 pages of notes out of that, and I'll show you my pages of notes. You can pause at any point if you want to try and read them. Not that it really kind of means all that much. Also, it's really quite interesting finding the double meanings and the sexual innuendos throughout the play. That was quite exciting. So that's all Act 1. And then, if I get my hand out of the way, go into Act 2. There's all the stuff on Dillinger, which I'll chat about. And then 3, 4 and 5. And then that's me on to facts and questions, which I'll talk about in a second. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of information that has come out just from that third read and just looking for things that I don't understand. And I'm going to give you an example of why this is important. So at no point does it really kind of say when in the year the musical takes place. We know that it's 1934, okay? But there's no kind of real indication, it's not said outwardly as to when in the year it is, but it does. So a little bit of research discovers that there is reference made to the Henley Regatta. Now, I think I talked about this in a previous video, and so the Henley Regatta is in London. It takes place every year on the Thames, and it runs, check my notes, the first weekend in July. So we know that this journey on the boat has to happen slightly before that. So I then started doing a little bit more digging for a little bit more evidence to follow that train of thought. And sure enough, I found it. So in Act 2, where is it? Yes, in Act 2, Scene 2, one of the characters, Moon, makes reference to John Dillinger. Now, at the time, in 1934, John Dillinger was an American gangster, very prevalent kind of character at that time. And he was declared public enemy number 1 on June the 22nd, 1934. Why is that relevant, Steph? I hear you ask. Well, in the play, Snake Eyes Johnson is a character that is never physically present but is mentioned multiple times, and one of the other characters takes on his character. We love a bit of identity theft. But what happens is Snake Eyes is arrested, and I should have said Snake Eyes in the play is public enemy number 1. So it would make sense that Snake Eyes gets arrested and then John Dillinger then takes the place of public enemy number 1, which would mean if he becomes public enemy number 1 June 22nd, we know that we are absolutely in the correct ballpark for the play taking place in the last kind of 2 weeks of June. Do your textual analysis, because reading that on a first read, on a second read, even just a generic read, you're not going to pick up on information like that. You have to be doing a deep dive, you have to be curious, and you have to be asking questions. And so I have 12 pages of notes that provide various bits of social and historical context. Next instalment, which will be all about facts and questions.